Hi guys, Pete here from Ashton's Cars. Just taking you today on a very quick video walk around of this 2009 Vauxhall Zafira. As you can see, it's just come into us. It's an 09 plate, so it's 11 years old now. It's done just over 90,000 miles. It's in reasonably good condition for the age of the car. Very cheap 7-seater for someone if you're looking for something a bit family orientated, not too expensive to run. Zafiras are based on an Astra, so they've got sturdy mechanicals. They're very cheap to maintain, and this particular one is very clean and smart inside. I'll show you just in a moment. A little bit more about it, but just to take you around the outside, it is 11 years old. It's a people carrier. There's a couple of light marks on it. I'll just very quickly show you what I deem to be the most prominent sort of marks on the car. First of all, let's just zoom in here a minute. On this bit of the front wing, where it meets the bumper, there is a little bit of a dent and a very slight scrape there, which we'll touch in. I dare say that that will look quite alright actually once it's been checked over, and it doesn't really sort of deter from the car, but as it is at the moment, there is a little bit of a mark there, and you will see that we've touched that up if you buy the car, because we're not going to respray the entire panel. Just going to come around this side of the car now. The bonnet itself is actually very good. It's not chippy at all, which is pretty, considering the age and mileage of the car, that's very good. A very, very light scratch by here on the bumper. Very, very light indeed, but let's try and not be overcritical, but show you everything on it. There's some light scratches there on that door panel, and the same on this one. Typical of a Zafira, because it's probably been back and forth to Tesco's, and you do get people occasionally opening the door on them. And also I did notice a very light mark on this. Probably will sort of polish out with a little bit of sort of lacquer repair on it, which we'll do, but that is something that I would want to show you prior to buying the car. Little mark on the bumper there will be touched in as well, and the same on this back bumper really. With a little bit of touch up, we will make it look very presentable, but you will see that there are touch up marks on those panels, okay, because we're not going to actually be spraying the car because of the age and mileage, and quite frankly, if I resprayed this car, it would put it up to a ridiculous price that no one would want to buy it. So I'm going to sell it as cheaply as possible with those little bits tended to, but not 100% resprayed. But that's the negative. Now let's look at the car in a positive light. It's got 7 seats. It's under 100,000 miles. It's the petrol model as well, 1.6 petrol. They drive really well. They're very cheap to run. It's an ideal car if you're running, you need 7 seats and you're on a budget. It's a nice colour. It's like a metallic grey. This particular car. Those are wheel trims, not alloys, but they're the original ones, and they are immaculate. And despite those little marks I've just shown you, you can see that generally they don't really show up on the car. It's just me being picky, because we sell all manner of cars here, and we sell to all manner of people, and I'd rather show you the negatives than try and make out it's some sort of immaculate vehicle. That would be impossible on a 2009 Zafira. It's had 11 years of carrying a family around in it. Let's show you inside the car, which is what you're going to buy this car for really. It's people who buy a Zafira buy it for the interior. You've got 7 seats. You've got a nicely designed interior, in fairness, there as well. Nice space age sort of handbrake design. The dashboard's well laid out, and the gear lever's quite high up, so that's very good, because you haven't got to reach down from the steering wheel. It feels quite natural when you're driving it. Doesn't really feel overly large when you're driving it either. As you can see on this one, despite the fact that it's done 95,000 miles and it's 11, nearly 12 years old, the seats are in good condition. There's not really any adverse wear on it. The dashboard's not got any adverse wear on it. Obviously there's a little bit of shininess to the steering wheel, but again, you've got to look at the age of the car, haven't you? And let's have a look at the back of it quickly. So we've got this big bench seat at the back. It does slide forward and backwards. That allows you to get into the rear of it, and it also allows you to create a bit more leg room or boot room if you've got the rearmost seats folded in. So I've got the seats up in the back at the minute. Let's just flip this forward a little bit. Let's have a quick look back there. So it's ideal for kids. You would get a couple of teenagers in the back of it. You probably, if you're 6'5", not going to want to spend any time in the back of this Zafira. But the middle row is actually very spacious, so that's ideal for adults and children alike. But all seats in this car have got a proper inertia seat belt, so even the middle passenger in this bench at the back here has got an inertia seat belt, and so have those two at the very back. And those rear seats, they fold flat into the floor. You don't need to remove anything, it just goes straight into the floor of the car, and then you've got a huge boot. So it's a very, very practical vehicle, and it's, as you can see, easy to use. So that's one of the reasons to have it. If you look under these seats, look how much room there is under that front seat for your legs. There's just so much space in this middle row that that's one of the other benefits of the car. Even if you're only using it as a 5-seater a majority of the time, it's a very comfortable and spacious 5-seater. Right, so let's just jump in behind the wheel of the car. Have a quick look here. As you can see, it's well laid out. Dashboard's got everything that I need on it, including air conditioning. Original stereo system on there, which is a very good one. This is a 5-speed manual, and I've driven the car myself today for an hour or so. I found it very enjoyable to drive. It's smooth. It does everything it needs to do. Let's just start it up for you. I'll show you the startup sequence on the vehicle. So just pop the key in slightly, and I'm going to zoom this in a little bit here just to show you the lights and everything on the car. So we fire her up first off, give her a quick fire up, and you'll see that the lights that are on there now will all go off, apart from the handbrake light, and the one that's flashing there is the seatbelt light, because I haven't got my seatbelt on because we're stationary. 95,000 miles, that's low mileage for the year. All the electrics on the car have been tested, they're all working properly. The stereo's you know, a really good system. Let me just put it on for you because I think I put the volume right down. And this model of Zafira, you know, it has got quite nice metal look trim in it, which brighten the interior up a little bit. You know, a little bit of aluminium on the surround on the gear lever and stuff there, which sort of lift it up. And again, that's echoed on the steering wheel itself with this sort of silver trim that we've got. That I think looks good and just lifts the interior slightly above a base model. It's a nice place to be in here. It's got good visibility, as you can see. I've got good sort of spatial awareness all around me. The car, despite being a 7-seater, isn't really a lot bigger than a Vauxhall Astra, which is what it's based on. So it fits into the parking bays nice and easy. It's not too wide, and it's very easy to drive. And when I look behind me there, that back window is the actual back of the car, so it actually makes it quite easy to park as well. Just knock it off quickly for you, and we'll let you know how to contact us. Because if this car is of interest, I would say you need to probably be quite quick, because clean, tidy Zafiras like this, they don't come around very often. I know you'll see some cheap ones on the ads and perhaps on Facebook Marketplace, but a lot of them are very, very tired. This one's not. If you're interested in the car, you can call me on 07 932 873 646. The car's going to come with a 3-month guarantee on it for parts and labour. It's also, we're happy to take part exchange, and it's available for national delivery. So wherever you are in the UK, we can bring this Zafira to you. And if you're within 150 miles of us, it's free of charge to do that. Let me know what you've got into Part X, guys. Let me know where you're based, and I'll work out something tailor-made for you. But give us a ring on 07 932 873 646. I think in terms of value for money, it really can't be beaten. And if you have a look on the screen, there should be a little click link to subscribe to us. Please do that. You'll get more updates on vehicles that we have in. And if you can please like, share and comment on this thread, I'd be most grateful. And most of all, please look after yourselves, take care wherever you are, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you very much for watching.